In today's video, we're going to be talking about 4 possible reasons that your scalp could be itching you when you have braids in. Reason number 1 is traction or tightness. This is basically how tightly your braids have been installed, and when they've been installed too tightly, this can pull on the follicles and put strain on them, which in turn can cause your scalp to itch. This can also be an early sign of traction alopecia developing, so if you get your braids installed and they're so tight that your scalp is itching, then you probably want to take them out ASAP. The second common reason why your scalp could be itching when you have braids is due to an allergic reaction. It is very possible that you might be allergic to some of the materials used when creating synthetic extensions, so things like nylon, polyester, titanium dioxide, calcium carbide, and the one that people seem to be most familiar with, which is sodium hydroxide, and it's also the substance that you're trying to get rid of when you either soak the hair in apple cider vinegar or wash it before you install it. Each and every single one of these materials have been identified as potential allergens, which means that they can cause dermatitis if you are allergic to them, and many people are. The third reason is due to lack of proper cleansing of your scalp. Now, this has less to do with whether you have braids installed or not, because your scalp needs to be cleansed regularly, because the buildup of dirt and oils can not only clog your follicles, but can also lead to the overpopulation of unwanted fungus on your scalp that can cause itching and flakiness. And so just like it would be the case if you left your scalp unwashed and uncleansed for several weeks on end if you didn't have braids, the same goes for when you have braids. If you're keeping your braids in on average for 5 to 7, 8 weeks and you don't cleanse your scalp in this time, it is likely that you will start to experience itching. And then fourth and final, which is kind of tied to the third one, is greasing your scalp. If we've already established that lack of proper cleansing is a cause of scalp itch, adding additional oils and grease on your scalp will only make the situation much worse. And just to put this in context, whether you're cleaning your scalp or not, your scalp is producing about a tablespoon of oily, waxy substance, otherwise known as sebum, every single week. And given that the fungus that causes things like itching and flakiness thrives in lipid-rich environments, you can imagine that the longer you leave your scalp uncleansed for, and the more you grease your scalp whilst simultaneously not washing your scalp, the worse the itching is going to get. So basically, lay off the scalp grease. In summary, when installed correctly, braids can actually be a really fun and protective way to wear your hair. But getting braids should never be an excuse to neglect your scalp health. See you in the next video.